This video has specifically been made to highlight some key points from the radio transmission of that tragic night. The main reason that I'm making this video is because I saw the event unfold on the news channels here in the UK. After that, we haven't really had much information. So I decided to do some research via the internet. And most of the information I'm getting is from outside sources. Not many of the news channels or the newspapers are covering the trial in depth. And after I saw James Holmes in court, and to me it looked a bit weird and a bit odd, so I decided to do some in-depth research. Came across the audio and felt like the audio has a lot of good information to help us come to some conclusion with this case. So I've just picked out some bits, and I feel it might be interesting for people to hear. So that was my main reason. Before I begin, I would like to say that the police and everyone who attended the scene did a great job and worked to their best ability under such great pressure. So the first point that I'd like to discuss is the Sable side of the theatre, which is the south side, and it's just directly behind Theatre 9 and Theatre 8. This is where James Holmes was found in his car with a gas mask on, with a tactical vest also, and with 3 guns. Okay, so as the story goes, James Holmes apparently is in the theatre shooting people and then runs outside and jumps back into his car and then just sits there and waits until a police officer comes and arrests him. But from the dispatch audio, you get the impression that you've already got officers on the Sable side approximately 4 minutes before James got arrested. So let's listen to a couple of the audios.
On foot on the Sable side of the theaters.
So what you just heard was somebody say that they're on foot Sable side. Now the next dispatch audio you're going to be hearing was taken at approximately 0307, which means 3 minutes and 7 seconds into the dispatch, and it actually tells you that somebody is still shooting inside the theatre.
So they're saying it happened Theater 9 where Batman was playing, but another RP is saying they're still shooting.
So what we've heard so far is 0230 on foot Sable side. Then you've got 0307, somebody is still shooting. And now you're going to hear somebody say the back is covered, south side. And the guy actually sounds like he's on foot again. He's out of breath, but he's a different voice to the guy that was on 0230.
11, we've got the back covered and the south side covered.
So from this, we can tell that the Sable side, aka the south side, is covered by, like maybe 1 or 2 of the police officers. Now, approximately from the last guy, when he said that the back is covered, and that was at 0419. Now, at 0616, you have the same guy saying marked car, that they need a marked car behind the Sable side, suspect in a gas mask, and then another guy responding saying, is that the dude in the white car? So let's just take a listen to that.
16 Adam, I need a marked car behind the theater, Sable side, the suspect in a gas mask. So 9.
Sure 9, okay, and we need cars south side, suspect in a gas mask.
Is that the dude in the white car you're by?
Okay, so here we just heard the officer asking for a marked car, obviously that's Sable side. Now, what I don't understand is if we were covered, the police had covered Sable side from 0230, I'm sure someone would have seen James coming out of the theatre, because apparently he was still shooting at 0307. So that's a point that I'd like to raise, basically. And then also, the guy that responds at 0616 saying, "Is that the dude in the white car?" His tone and the question that he's asking makes me believe that he's seen this guy like in the car before. So it's as if James has always been in the car. That's the impression that I'm getting off of this, basically. And furthermore, he actually, I think a minute later, I'll play you this now, he actually has to ask again, "Is that the dude in the white car?" basically. And just to confirm that it is that person. So, you know, it is a bit weird that this guy asks, you know, like in that tone.
11, hold the air 1 second. Cars with that white car in the rear of the lot. Is that a suspect? Yes, we got rifles, gas masks. He's detained right now. I've got an open door going into the theater. Okay, hold that position. Hold your suspect.
With everything we've just heard here, there could be a few factors in this as well. The lady at 0307 that states that he's still shooting, possibly that she could have got the information maybe 30 seconds beforehand and then she's relayed it to the officers. So there could be like a slight delay there. Sable's side could have been covered by two guys on foot, which means that they couldn't have covered like the whole space, which possibly means that a shooter could get out and get into his car at that point. And also the guy that re-questions himself and asks, "Is it the guy in the white car?" You know, he could just be making sure that they have the right person. So, you know, like there's a few things to look out for, but I personally thought that this was just a grey area, and, you know, I don't think we have enough information just off this, but it's a key point. The timescale for everything is quite interesting. If all the information is accurate and James is still shooting at 0307, it's only 3 minutes and 9 seconds after that he actually gets arrested. So whether it's possible for him to get out of the theatre and get into his car at that point is something to be looked at. But then what gets to me is just the fact when that guy says, "Is that the dude in the white car?" To me, his tone really sounds as if he has seen the guy in the car. So what I'm gathering from all of this is the fact that James was in the car the whole time. But that is just my opinion, and we will be looking at more key points anyway.